Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to give you the basic lessons from each chapter that from the book How to Make People Like You, right? How to make people like you. I'm going to give you the most important key lesson from this book that is present by Haile Kids. Here is a powerful and the speech that I want to just capture the essence of each chapter, and I'll provide you actionable insight to help you build a meaningful relationship and make people genuinely like you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we live in the world, right, where success is not just about what we know, right, but about what, how we know, right, who we know, right, but about who we know, right, and how to connect with others, whether in just in a business, whether in relationship or everyday encounters, right? So the ability to make people like you is just an invaluable skill, right? There is no any skill which replaces having a good connection, right, one that can open the door to endless opportunity for your future, right? So today we dive into the powerful lesson from How to Make People Like You by Nicholas Bosman, a book that just reveals the secret of to forming a genuine connection, creating a lasting impression, and building a relationship that enrich our personal and professional lives, right? So from each chapters of this book just serve us a stepping stone towards mastering the art of connection, mastering the art of friendship, right? By applying this simple principle, you will transform your social interaction and make people's unforgettable impact on everyone you meet, right? Let's embark on the journey together. Unlock the secret to make people genuinely like you. Not a fake liking, but a genuine like, right? Chapter 1, first impression. The importance of first impressions. That means what? The power of the first 90 seconds, right? It's the moment you just miss someone, the clock starts ticking, right? You have only 90 seconds to make a powerful first impression. Nicholas Bosman emphasized that people decide whether they like you within these short windows, right? But how do you make those seconds count? How do you use those seconds to make the other people like us, right? It starts with confidence, body language, and genuine smile, right? Whether you are approaching someone, hold your heads high, make a contact, and exude warmth, right? So a smile is just a universal language of friendship, right? It tells people you are approachable, trustworthy, and likable, right? So your body speaks volume before you even utter a word, right? So you have to stand tall, keep your posture open, and mirror the energy of the person you are engaging with, right? Confidence is contagious, right? It transforms, right? This energy can transform to you to the other person, right? Whether it's weak energy or high energy, it's confidence is contagious, and people are naturally what? Drawn to those who carry themselves with a self-assurance, right? So make the habit to make yourself to mirror the person, the energy of the person you are standing with, the person that you are talking with, right? Remember this, right? People may forget what you said, okay, but they will never forget how you make them feel, right? You know, people may forget what you said, all what you said, all that crap, all the shit that you are talking, they will forget, but they will never forget how you make them feel. Make those first 9 seconds unforgettable by writing positive and warmth, right? That is chapter 2, the secret of making instant connection. How to make just instant connection with people who are talking about it, right? Have you ever met someone just and felt an instant connection? Have you felt? Bosman explains the secret lies in finding what? Common ground, finding the common ground. That means shared interest, values, and experience, right? So people are just naturally drawn to those who understand and relate to them, right? That is, right? To make instant connection, practice active listening. Pay close attention to what the other person is saying and respond with genuine interest. Ask open-ended questions and allow the conversation to flow naturally. Show that you care, and you will just create a bond that feels effortless and authentic, okay? That is. So, here is What does mean here? All what you talk is in this chapter is what? Be genuinely interested in others. Be genuinely interested in others' idea, in others' talk, in others' way of interaction, and they will find you fascinating, right? Make people's what? You must be interested on them, not to be wanted to be interested by them, right? Be interested before, okay? Then people find you just fascinating, okay? So when you just make people feel valued and understand, they're more what? Likely to like you and just wanted to spend time with you, right? So be genuine interested in others and they will find you fascinating. They will find you interested, right? That is. Chapter 3, the power of body language. The power of body language. You know, communication is not just about words. It's about what? How you present yourself through body language. Bozeman just remind us that over 55% of communication is nonverbal, right? It's nonverbal. So the way you stand, the way you move, the way you gesture plays significant role in how people perceive you, right? That is, right? So to make people like you, adopt open and welcome gesture. Avoid crossing your arms, and which just signals defensiveness, and instead lean slightly towards the person you are speaking to. Yeah, you have to lean slightly. Yeah, you have to lean. Okay, so it shows what engagement interest, right? When you are leaning towards someone who are talking about it or talking with you, right? You have to you have to practice leaning towards that person, right? Right, so mirroring the other person's body language is another powerful technique, right? It creates what? Subconscious sense of what? Familiarity and connection. When it's done naturally, it makes the other person what? Feel comfortable and aligned with you, right? So make it the habit for mirroring the other person and learning slightly, okay? That is. So this you have to practice self-awareness in your interaction, right? In order to develop this one, to develop your body language, right? You have to practice self-awareness in your interaction. You have to notice how your posture and facial expressions influence the response you receive, right? That is. Chapter 4, the magic of what? Compliment and appreciation, right? You know, we all know that when you just appreciated or complimented by someone, right? How much this energy we feel, right? We all experience that. Everyone just loves to feel what? Appreciated. Bozeman just emphasizes the importance of genuinely compliments, right, and just appreciation in making people like you, right. So compliments create a positive energy and make people just feel valued, right. However, the key is what? Authenticity, right? Be genuine, okay. You have to be authentic enough, right? That is. Don't offer just empty flattery. Be specific in your price, right? That means instead of just saying you looks nice, say it. I love how that color suits you. It's really bring out your personality. That's so specific and genuine, okay? That is. When you just recognize the effort and quality of others, they feel seen and respected, right? So make it a habit of just catching people doing things right and express your appreciation sincerely or genuinely, okay? That is. So the rule is simple. If you think something positive about someone, right, say it, right? Don't just hold it, say it. It may just make their day, right? So make the habit, make it the habit, right? That is. So chapter 5, the art of what? Storytelling and humor, right? The art of storytelling and humor. Stories have the power to captivate, engage, and inspire others, right? When you are telling to some stories about some topic that will create what? Captivative and engage and inspire, right? So Bozeman just shares how storytelling and humor can help you connect with people on a deeper level. So people do not just remember facts, right? They remember stories and emotions, right? So create emotion and stories on another person. Don't take the fact, right? Facts do nothing about just connecting, but the stories that you tell, the emotion that you create, that is valid by other person, right? That's unforgettable, right? So that is. So to make people just like you, you have to become just a great storyteller, right? Share a personal experience that highlights the lesson learned, moments of joy and or even funny mishap, right? So humor when used appreciately, right? So You have to use humor and funny mishaps, and when used appropriately, can break down barriers and create an instant connection, right? That is. So the secret to be relatable, share stories that resonate with other people's experience and emotions, right? So when people laugh and relate to you, they begin to feel natural just fondness for you, right? Chapter 6, chapter 6, finding common interest and building rapport, right? You have to find the common interest and building rapport on another person that took beside you, right? You just building rapport is about establishing connections that feels natural and effortless, right? So Boltzmann just teaches us to find a common interest that creates a sense of belonging, whether it is shared love for travel, books, or hobbies, or identify a mutual interest strengthens relationship, right? That is. So ask questions that reveal what exactly the other person. Show enthusiasm when they talk about their passion, and be willing to share your own experience too, right? So rapport is built when both sides feel genuine connection and mutual respect, right? So always find common interest and build the rapport, okay? That is, find the common ground, that or common interest that creates a sense of belonging, a sense of commonness, okay? That is. Chapter 7, confidence and authenticity. That means be yourself. Always be yourself. Be confident. Be authentic, okay? That's one of the most powerful lessons Boltzmann share, is that authenticity is what's the ultimate magnet for likability, right? To be liked, you have to be genuine and authentic, right? You don't need to be just a flattery person, right? That means people are drawn to those who are genuine and confident in their true self, right? Just pretending to be someone you're not is just exhausting, unsustainable, right? To fluctuating, and it's not good, okay? So confidence comes from embracing your strengths and accepting your imperfections, right? When you execute just self-assurance, people's respect and admire you. Just they feel comfortable in your presence because they are real, okay? That is. So embrace who you are, be proud of your journey, and show up authentically in every interaction you make, okay? That is. Chapter 8, mastering small talks and meaningful conversation, right? You have to master small talks. Small talks often just feel awkward, but it's just the gateway to deeper connections, right? This Boltzmann provides powerful strategies for turning small talks into meaningful conversations. Start with simple yet engaging questions such as, what inspires you to pursue your current career? What makes you to love that career? Right? What is the most exciting things happening in your life right now? You have to ask those questions, right? Listen actively, not in just agreement, and build on what the other person share. Small talks does not have to be meaningless. It's an opportunity to show curiosity and build trust, right? So always be genuine on those things, and you have to ask. Don't forget to ask that person, right? Because when you are in a communication, when you are asking someone who are talking with you, that means when you are asking that person, he feels he feels like being heard, okay? So that keeps you to talk a lot more and to be connected a lot more. So ladies and gentlemen, the secret to make people like you is not just about manipulation or superficial charm, right now. It's about giving value. That means whether it's through kindness, whether it's through listening, encouragement, or maybe laughter, right? That is. So when you focus on making others feel valued and appreciated, you become unforgettable, right? So Nicholas Boltzmann just book reminds that connection is just a skill that can be mastered with this practice and genuine interest, right? So you have to always be master that through. You have to just genuinely you have to practice it. You have to intend it to do that. So go out there and embrace the principle of connection, and watch as your relationship transform for the better. Thank you.